Hello, bonjour. This is Michael Houghton at the University of Alberta. Thank you for including me in Quebec Hepatitis Day via video. I have been working on hepatitis C virus for 35 years as a researcher. My laboratory in the United States discovered the virus in 1989, and I'm delighted that over the last couple of years we now finally have drugs that are very effective at curing hepatitis C in patients. This is the first time that we've been able to eradicate a persistent virus of man. With hepatitis B, HIV, human papillomavirus, we have ways to suppress the virus, but we have been unable to eradicate the virus from those infected individuals. With hepatitis C, we now can treat patients and eradicate the virus from their livers and from their bodies. So it is very important that we make these drugs available to all infected patients and carriers, irrespective of fibrosis score. That is because even people that have minimal fibrosis or no fibrosis, if they're infected with hepatitis C, some of those people can develop rapid progressive liver disease, and we have no way of knowing who they are. And so it is vitally important that we get those drugs to all infected individuals as soon as possible to avoid the risk of them developing liver cancer, liver cirrhosis in a rapid period of time. Secondly, it's vital that we provide these drugs to infected injection drug users. People who inject drugs have a high incidence of hepatitis C in Canada, and we need to provide the drugs to them, not only to cure them for their personal benefit, but also to reduce the incidence of hepatitis C infection in Canada. Around 10,000 new infections occur every year, and most of them are in injection drug users. So by treating those individuals that are infected, we not only cure them, we drastically reduce the incidence of transmission within Canada. Thirdly, we need to provide the infrastructure to be able to provide these drugs across Canada, not just in inner cities, but in the rural areas as well. It's vital that the provinces and the federal government provide the infrastructure to do that. Finally, the United States recommended screening of baby boomers for hepatitis C several years ago. Canada so far has not come out with a recommendation to do that, and I think it's very important that Canada does that, because we know that the prevalence of infection in baby boomers in Canada and in the USA is higher than the general population. And once we identify all the carriers, they have a number of options available to them. Firstly, of course, they can seek access to the new drugs that can cure them, but even if they cannot access those drugs for various reasons, they can perform some simple operations to reduce the progression of disease. Something as simple as drinking coffee 3 times a day has been shown in good clinical studies in the US and in Japan to reduce the progression to liver cirrhosis and liver cancer. Just drinking 3 cups of coffee a day. The other simple thing that people can do if they are aware of being a carrier of hep C is not to imbibe alcohol, because alcohol is a very important cofactor of hepatitis C disease. Thirdly, if they are overweight or obese, they can go on a low-fat diet to lose weight, because fat in the liver also compounds hepatitis C disease. These are all relatively simple things and cheap things that people can do once they're aware that they are a carrier of a hepatitis C. Ideally, they need to get the drugs, but even if they cannot access the drugs immediately, they can take these simple precautions. So it's a delight to be able to join you on Quebec Hepatitis Day. We have a unique opportunity now to get these drugs to all the people that need them, and also to identify the other half of Canada's carriers of hepatitis C by screening baby boomers. It is my belief that we should be very active and immediately obtain these goals and reach these objectives. Thank you very much. Au revoir.